You're sitting on the couch, maybe after dinner, TV is on, but you're not really watching anymore. And in that moment you think, okay, now I'll go to bed. So you stand up, walk to the bedroom, lie down, and something strange happens. You're awake again, and you're thinking, I was literally about to fall asleep. What changed? This is where most people get lost. Because from the outside, everything looks correct. You're tired, you went to bed, the lights are off, no noise. So the conclusion becomes, there must be something wrong with me. My mind is overactive. I need to fix this. And that's where people start trying solutions. Going to bed earlier, taking supplements, using sleep apps. All of these assume that sleep is something you can't switch on, like pressing a button. And this is the misunderstanding. Sleep is not a switch. Sleep is a transition. And until this becomes unclear, nothing really makes sense. Sleep belongs to a completely different state, a recovery state, where the system stops engaging and starts restoring. Energy gets rebuilt, tissues repair, memory reorganized. But you cannot jump from one state to the other instantly. There is no direct shortcut. Your system needs to move there. And that movement is transition, a real physical shift in the body. And this is what allows sleep to emerge. Not effort, not control, but disengagement. Now, here's where things break. If the transition doesn't complete, you get stuck in between. And that in between is exactly what people call tired but wired. And now that moment on the couch becomes very clear. On the couch, something was already happening. Your system was starting to transition. Low stimulation, no expectations, no pressure to perform. Your body was allowed to drop. But the moment you stood up, a new signal entered the system. Subtle but powerful. Now I need to sleep. And that changes everything. Because the system shifts back into a form of engagement. Not conscious, biological. Even a small sense of requirement can bring the system back up. So now you're in bed, but your system is no longer descending. It's slightly reactivated. And the transition stops. And this is why forcing sleep doesn't work. Because sleep is not something you do. Sleep is something your system allows when it feels safe enough to disengage. If there is still activation, even very small, the system stays in a light monitoring mode. You don't notice it clearly, but it's there. A bit of tension in your body, breathing not fully dropped, heart rate slightly elevated, mind still scanning for something unresolved. Nothing dramatic, but enough to delay sleep. So now we shift the question. Instead of asking, why can't I sleep? We ask something more precise. What is still keeping my system in engagement? And this is where awareness starts.
If sleep has become harder than it should be, check out the other videos on this channel. The reason may not be what you think.